Welcome to the show, everybody! Woo! Wonderful, good to see you guys. How you all doing? Good to see you. Hello, Mr. Okezie. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Good to see you guys. How you doing? All good? Wonderful, beautiful people. How you all doing? All good today, yes?
Yes.
Ready to kick it up, yeah?
Yes.
Let's start with Dani. Go on.
I'm Dani Masterson. I'm an actor and I'm the current Miss Elegance of the world.
Wonderful. And also,
This is Okezie, Emuaga, local election candidate in Barbarigan Ward for Gael.
wow, come on, show some love, everybody. Amazing. And wonderful.
So I'm Keara, Lydon, and I'm a personal trainer in Ireland looking to open up my own business and kind of go on my own.
Oh, yes. Let's get ready for all this. Come on, show some love, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Show some love, everybody. Woo! Thank you, girls. Good to see you guys. Dani, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having
How
me
you
again.
keeping?
I'm good.
It's been a while, isn't it?
Yes. I think it was this time last year, actually.
Yes.
So I've been busy, still acting.
Very good.
I had a brilliant time representing the Miss Worldwide
Amazing.
title. It was amazing.
Yes.
But luckily enough, I got the Miss Elegance of the World title now. So
Wow.
I'm going on to compete in Miss Global United States.
Wow, come on, show some
July.
love for everyone. That's wonderful. It's great to see you. Okay, I'll come back to you. Let me just talk to Keara. Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
How are you doing?
I'm good, keeping well, keeping busy.
Wow, great to see you on the show. So tell us about yourself as a personal trainer.
So as a personal trainer, I've obviously had the fitness industry was something because of my background and my biathlon champs
Yes.
and running and cross country. So I have competed naturally for that and been with the Irish coach.
Very good.
I got to a stage where I was like, what am I going to do with that? How am I going to help people at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up from my Irish national coach. He introduced me to the gym, and from there,
Wow.
just kind of got stuck with it.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, make a career out of this. Ended up doing a course with Evolution Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Did that, finished the course, and I was like, okay, I want to start my own business, but I can't go on and kind of do my own thing if I haven't worked
Mm-hmm.
in the industry. So I ended up getting a job at FlyFit.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay for 6 months. Ended up staying 8-9 months.
Yeah.
Got the experience I needed out of that, and then I was like, okay, it's time to kind of go on my own and start my
wow.
own thing up.
Wow, come on, show some love for that, everybody. Amazing. That's the thing I like. You know, people always step up, want to do something for themselves, especially if you believe in something. You just want to get your foot in there and start doing it. I really love that. Let me bring Dani in. Dani, currently, who are you? What crown are you carrying right now? Talk about it.
So this is Miss Elegance of the World.
Yes.
It's a UK competition.
Yes.
It's quite similar to other pageants. It has 4 rounds: interview, swimwear,
Very good.
fashion wear, and evening gowns.
Very good.
So it's currently open if girls want to enter.
Wow, amazing. I'm going to show some love for that. And Dani, you're actress as well. How you combine this both two? Even though I know you for a good while now, you know, how you combine actressing and then you're adding model into it?
Well, I just enjoy them both and make everything I do about.
That's good.
So I just go for it and stay on top of things. It is busy. I've been so busy since January.
Yeah.
But I love every minute of it. So.
Wow, come on, show some love, everybody. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me bring Keara in again. So, personal trainer is something you do. I know you mentioned that you're working for somebody, but you really want to kind of find a different dimension on what you believe in. And people doesn't need to step out of their home in order for them to get themselves the way they wanted it. How do you kind of narrow yourself into discovering that, yes, you don't need to leave the house to kind of do the exercise?
I think at the end of the day, working in the industry, it's so saturated and there's so many personal trainers.
Okay.
And in saying that, you kind of get to know personal trainers
True.
in the industry and kind of see what they're kind of doing. And you kind of branch out from that. And I looked in the States was one place I looked into a few trainers there, and I saw it's not a new concept. It just hasn't been brought to Ireland, and I was like, okay, this is something that could work for me, and something I really wanted to do is kind of train at home. So basically bring the gym to the client's home, kind of get the best gym experience I can out of that from the experience I've kind of got. And I thought that in the market that you get parents that have just had, but like moms that have had babies and struggle to get to the gym or feel almost guilty for leaving the kid at home and working long hours, just don't have the time in. Yeah, you've got no excuses. I'm coming to your home. And what I said was, even people that are insecure about the gym will find it very intimidating. I want to make it as easy as possible. That kind of bring even the nutritional side of it into it as well. I've teamed up with Paleo Island as well. So as well as me coming to their homes, I've got the nutritional side also coming, the food coming to the homes as well. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
Let's hold on there. We'll be right back after the commercial. So long. We're going to go through. When we come back, there's so much we're going to enjoy from this wonderful, beautiful ladies on the show. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Woo! Thank you. That was a quick break. Sorry to cut it short. So let's continue for where we stop. Go on.
So from that, saying that I'm going into personal training, kind of bring the personal training to the home. So it's a completely new concept, and I think it's going to do pretty well. And in saying that, I want to get moms involved and kind of start in the area and then branch out from there. As the business kind of grows. We'll see sort of very small kind of thing. So
I really want to see that idea really work out for you, because it's a really new thing and I really love that. Let me bring Dani in. So Dani, you're going to be doing this charity program, and one thing I love about what you said, cancer and stuff like that.
Cancer research.
Sorry to say. Can you give us more insight about that?
So I'm doing the VHI Women's Mini Marathon in June for it. So I've had a lot of donations already, so I'm very grateful for that. And if anyone does want to donate, they can go to the Miss Elegance of the World website.
Wow, come on, please show some love. It's good. We want to see that happening. You know, cancer is a really big issue at the moment, and it comes in different ways, and we're trying our best as a human to try to get past it, but someday hopefully we'll find the real treatment to what is the cause of it. So come back to you. So this program you're putting to get together, do you do that full time or is just part time at the moment? You're kind of working it?
Well, at the moment it'll be full time. I've got the time to kind of put into that, and I want to put as much time in as I can in the beginning in order for it to kind of succeed. So I'm full go, ready with it now. I've ordered equipment online, so that's coming in the next week or so. So yeah.
She's really a businesswoman, isn't she? Just go. Amazing. And the good thing there is that you can even work with a lot of even models. You know, Dani is there. You know, you can link her up at the end of the show. But that's the beauty about what you women are really doing, and to see young people like us working really hard, either passion, either fitness, health, all of this is all hard up. You know. So that'll bring you a little bit in there. So. Next month you're going in for a competition?
So in July, I'm going to Florida to compete in Miss Global United States.
Oh, yes?
Yes. So it's very exciting. It's a huge competition.
Yeah.
And they really focus on embracing cultures, female empowerment, and also inner beauty.
Wow. Amazing, wonderful. And yourself, you're going to go full-time into it. Your equipment, everything is all coming in straight away.
Just straight ahead.
Yeah, and would it be kind of traveling from one place to the other, or just be within your local?
I'm going to start off Malahide, Port Monarch, see how that goes.
Yes.
And then obviously if there is clients further out, I'm not going to say no to it.
Of course.
But start off small in the area.
Then kind of branch it up,
Branch it up.
Yeah, well, I say it's a really brilliant idea. I say this is going to be one of the kind, even though if it's happening, we've not really seen it out, you know. And you also Miss Bikini Island back there.
Yeah, I did Miss Bikini.
How did that go for you?
I think I've always loved fashion.
True.
And photography and modeling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I did lots of that. And I've started now going into more bodybuilding side of it, and I want to compete bikini in maybe, I think it's April, maybe?
Something like that. I think that's something like,
So we'll see how that goes on. Obviously, starting the business up's going to keep me quite busy.
Yeah.
But I do want to compete. It is in the industry, and I think it's like the top thing to kind of go into.
Very
So
good,
I'm
very
happy.
good. Quick question there. How do you kind of manage the confidence in between you to actually pull it out there? What I mean by that is for you to actually give people the kind of treatment you're going to be giving them, it's all about confidence. It's all about your build-up. It's all about, yes, you can do it and transfer that to someone else. How do you put yourself in that kind of way?
And that kind of, I think it's just experience, and you kind of grow from that. And working in the industry with people, even when you work with them, they feed off each other kind of
Very
thing.
true.
So that kind of builds you up, and just seeing them get the results that they've always wanted. And also just being in front of the camera and the modeling side of that, the more you kind of put yourself out there, the more experience, more confident you kind of become in what you do and more what you know.
Wow, come on, amazing. Oh, girls, look, we can go on and on and on and on and on and on today. We're not going to finish this show today, but I guess I want to say thank you both for coming in today. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Dani, as always, anything comes your way, always let us know what's happening.
Thank
Same
you.
to
Thanks for
Keara.
having us.
Anything happen, always give us information. We'd love to want to have you guys on the show again. Before we go, is there anywhere anyone can find you, social media
On
stuff?
Facebook and Instagram, it's just Keara Lydon, and then I've got Keara Fitness.
Okay.
My pages on there, they kind of intertwine into each other.
Oh,
so
very
yeah.
good, very good. And Dani?
And I have a blog on the Miss Elegance of the World
Very good,
website.
very good.
And also my Facebook and Instagram, Dani Masterson.
Oh, wonderful. Come on, show some love, everybody. All right, guys, thank you so much. Stay with us because we're still going to have you on the show. Okay, this is where we're going to wrap it up for my wonderful guest. Coming up on the show is more on our film. We're talking about politics on the next segment. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Woo! Hello, Mr. Okezie. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris.
You're welcome. Great to see you. I'm so happy to hear that you're actually running for the European local election.
It's actually the local election in Ireland.
Okay.
On 24th of May this year. There's going to be several elections.
Okay.
The local election to get people into the council.
Yes.
The European election for us to get representatives in Europe.
Okay.
And also the marriage referendum where we are considering to reduce the time for a divorce, to wait for a divorce from 4 to 2 years.
Oh.
And also in some certain counties, we'll also be having an election to elect a mayor directly. So I am involved in the local election to go into Fingal County Council to represent the people of Balbriggan.
Wow, come on, show us love, everybody. That is the thing I like about politicians. They are very good to give you A, B, C, and D. Good breakdown. Amazing. I didn't even know that we have so many of this election coming in this month, so people have different choice to choose from. Great to see you. So let's talk about it. What really inspires you to go into politics in the first place, coming from your local Balbriggan? Talk about it.
Balbriggan is made up of, is the most diverse community we have in Ireland.
Okay.
1 in 5 is a migrant in Balbriggan.
Sure.
So currently there are issues in Balbriggan whereby different people are blaming different people. That is, different colors, all colors are at war with each other. And it's getting to a point where the place may go up if things are not controlled. I will pack that for now and go back a little bit to where I'm coming from. I'm first and foremost a community person. I started out in the asylum camp, working with the asylum managers to create a computer room and a games place to engage people who are asylum seekers. And I have gone up to do so much in various charity capacities, for Volunteering Ireland, for St. Vincent's, for Arthritis Ireland, several of them.
Yeah.
And it got me to now focusing on building up my community, working in the board of management of several schools and the credit union. So it has continued to progress up until it got into the council to begin to work in various strategic policy committees in the council, and it now got to the attention of the parties.
Okay.
And in getting into the parties, because looking at the diversity that continues to happen in Ireland, I felt that Ireland would not be complete if, or especially Ireland, would not be able to harvest her investment in the diversity if the diverse people are not part of the governance.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wrote to the government of the day, the Fine Gael, to just a simple proposal on how to co-opt the various people into this. And thankfully, together with my colleagues in Fine Gael Intercultural, first we had to set up Fine Gael Intercultural, as it were, together with Adeola Ogushino and a few other guys. And we got it to be recognized as an arm of Fine Gael.
Okay.
And then we now from there pushed on to getting the approval to have, for the party to field candidates from the migrant communities, which is a good thing because now every other party is copying it, which I welcome seriously because there is need to galvanize everybody that is living in Ireland to contribute.
True.
Because it's not just enough to come into Ireland and complain and say you're not getting this.
You have to be part of the system and create that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, let me bring you into the Barbarian area. So what exactly are you going to bring into your community in Barbarian? Because that's where your root is, isn't it? So what exactly are you going to bring in that?
Before I answer that question, permit me to say a few more things about what the migrant situation is up until now. In 2006, when I first came, it's a situation whereby asylum seekers can go to school. People in direct provision have no voice. I am a parent of an Irish-born child. I didn't have the right to live in Ireland. So that was why I, together with a couple of other guys, thankfully had the blessing of some solicitors to sue the state to get us to have the right to live here. We won that in the High Court, but lost at the Supreme Court. And then everything went dead until a certain miracle happened up north and the Zambrano case happened. And from there, some of us started coming on up. Fast forward to today, what we have is that from tomorrow, when is the 1st of May?
Yeah, I think that will be on Tuesday, I guess.
Good. From May, you as a migrant would not need a re-entry visa to come back into Ireland. If you travel, we have 93,000 people with residences, with citizenship rather, and residencies are uncountable numbers. In my university, where I am a PhD candidate in the University of Limerick, we are giving people scholarships. Asylum seekers are getting scholarships to go and read full-time courses. This is the transformation that is happening on account of the leadership that is the current leadership. So for the migrant community, it's about having them to understand where they are coming from to where they are now.
So my question would be, what would be your own transformation you want to bring into your community?
Now, when you come into Barbarian, like I said at the earlier time, it's a blame game going on because we don't have enough facilities for everybody to live with. For instance, the youths from whatever age you like to 17, 18 have nothing to engage them except for the outdoor sporting facilities, the Gaelic club, the GAA.
All the general stuff that people can,
but beyond that, indoor activities to engage people. Today is a Saturday. People who want to go out will either have to come to the city here in Dublin or go to Blanchardstown or go up to Lydon because there's nothing to engage them. So I will be focusing on more facilities that will help give people for leisure, for entertainment.
All kind of different things.
Things like a bowling alley, things like a swimming pool, which everybody is campaigning, things that will really engage people.
Engage people, drag people all together from different communities.
And the next thing I am really passionate about is the case of people who are sick, people who are living with disabilities, and people who have children with special needs. I'm a father. My wife is in the crowd here, and we have 2 special needs children. At the time in 2011, we had to leave our house in Barbarian to go and live in Blanchardstown, Finglas, because we couldn't find facilities for our children.
Okay.
And that narrative hasn't changed.
So what's the progress on that right now?
So what we have in Barbrigan is completely inadequate.
Okay.
Whether we're talking respite,
okay,
whether we're talking school places, whether we're talking, in fact, an assessment of need, this one is nationwide. Assessment of need for a child that is sick is taking close to 4 years now. This is not enough.
So would this be one of your portfolio projects that you'll be pushing for when you get elected?
I will definitely make sure that there is at least an improvement. We should have more than Remember Us in Ireland.
Okay.
In Barbrigan, we should have more respite.
Okay.
Because what we have is all limited now. So many people are caught in the cracks.
True.
So also when you look at Barbrigan, the average worker travels a minimum of 20 kilometers to go to his place of work.
Yeah.
I will be keen to attract high volume employers into Barbrigan. We're less than 20 minutes drive from the airport.
Okay, that's true.
So we should be able to attract big companies to come to site in Barbrigan so that people who live in Barbrigan can be gainfully employed. Okay. And then you find also that because most of the people who have come to make Barbrigan home are young people.
Thank you. Quick break, we're running out of time.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more of this after this commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We see our Okezie on the show, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Great to see. Okay, so Okezie, we just have less than a few seconds to shoot our day. So great. I'm very happy to see people like you who are speaking so much about the change in our community, the diversity we need in Ireland, the opening door for the government to really support areas of respite, facilities for younger people. Barbrigan is one of the most diversity places in Ireland, if you might say so. Blanchester is one of them as well. But in your own point, what would be your main strategy that you want people to look you as the man that would bring the things that your community need? Because right now you're speaking for your community. So what would be those strategies you want to put forward? Talk about it.
Like I said before, we need to make sure that we get everybody to contribute in building Barbrigan.
Very good.
And in doing that, we have to provide them the facilities that they need. We also need to train them to know how to live responsibly in the community. We also need to provide these facilities for people who are sick so that parents who have children who have special needs don't feel as though they've committed any sin, any
just kind of left
wrong
behind, things like that.
So we need to make sure that Barbrigan is safe, and to do that, we will have to train everybody from parents to adults on how to live responsibly. And these are things that I know that with working through the social services, we have enough resources that are already there. Is just to know how to put them to use.
Amazing. Come on, show us a love for that, everybody. Wonderful. And also, before we wrap things up, I also like when you mentioned about you want to entice businesses to come into Barbrigan. Barbrigan has a very big landscape, to be honest with you guys. If you've ever been in Barbrigan, there's always good seaside tourist area, so it's a really good area. What would be one key point you would like companies to come and take a look? Instead of people traveling 20 kilometers or 40 kilometers down to Dublin, they can look at the north side. What would be one key thing you want to entice company or government to look into Barbrigan?
Any high volume employer can really survive in Barbrigan because we have the youngest population in Ireland.
Very good.
So the manpower is available. So if you have manpower who are trained, then you have the people to do the job that you are bringing to Barbrigan.
Yes.
And because also we have good quality housing in Barbrigan, so people are already settled, so it's not a problem of finding new houses for them.
Yeah.
And also, with our Barbrigan having 20 million provided by the government, in the next couple of years, Barbrigan is going to transform. The seaside is going to have a new life, which means that the people coming to work or to site their businesses in Barbarigan will have good tourist places to visit.
Wow.
So I will encourage our business people to consider Barbarigan because we have a lot to offer.
Very good. Amazing. Come on, show us a lot for that. Wonderful. Okay, Mr. Okezie, before we let you go, what date is the election kicking off?
The election is on the 24th of May 2019.
Okay.
And I want to, at this point, say something to the migrant community. If you throw away what you've got, then you don't complain.
Okay, okay.
Gael has been good to us.
Okay.
And I have also worked with you right from the asylum camp. Up until now, I'm still helping to process the citizenship, the housing, the health, and several other needs of our people. Vote wisely, don't throw away your vote because you will regret if you do.
Okay, thank you very much. Come on, show one more love from me, Mr. Okezie. All right, forget. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Please stay with us there for a few minutes. Okay, this is where we're going to wrap things up. Before we do so, give it one more time for Mr. Okezie, everybody.
Thank you so
and
much.
also to Dani as well.
Thank you so much.
And also to Keara as well, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, viewers, this is where we're going to wrap things up. I want to say thank you to all of my guests on the show today. Thank you for being here. It's a great show, and make sure you follow everything they've shared on the show, from politics to fashion and also to health. All of these three factors makes a lot for us. Okay, to come away next week, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. Join us next week for my music show, and I'll see you next week. Take care and God bless. Just live it up.
Sorry about that. Would you mind taking a photo for me? Yeah. Thank you.
Paparazzi everywhere.
Oh, paparazzi everywhere, dude.
Can I have the three of you just here? So we're gonna leave the gentleman in the video, and we're gonna have the two misses here. So you stay there. Oh, you can stay there? Yeah. Don't worry, just for the moment. Perfect. Let me
No, this isn't my parents' competition. This afternoon. This is like this.
got below.
So like, people like wearing it. I'm just like, just hold it.
After that? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna open to my camera and then I'll bring them